Welcome to Jack Victor Training Videos. For this episode, we will focus on our ERP system Momentus and discuss the fabrics, raw materials, compositions, and bill of materials. The main place for general information on a raw material is here on this menu shown here, in Core Tables, Raw Material, and click Raw Material. On this page, simply click the Open, the little folder icon, and enter a fabric number on the first box. Example here, we will try to enter the number 122312. You will be on the page with all information regarding this raw material. If you wonder how we create the raw materials in the system for all fabrics, we have an employee that loads in Excel all the fabrics to be created with all important informations, and he has a way in our current version to import all of it into Momentus, which is faster than creating one by one into Momentus itself. On that page, you can see many fields, but the more important ones to note are the season, the content of the fabric. Example here, 58% wool, 42% viscose, and so on, and the NRF color. Now let's go back in the menu, and let's open another page that contains other additional and vital information to a fabric. Note here, in the future, this page may go away, but for now we will still explain it since it is very important in our current version of Momentus. So let's go in and type a fabric, let's say SP3016. Then press Enter or Tab on your keyboard. As you see, you will be able to know the season, the division, the type of fabric. SP3016 is a plain fabric, and in the bottom box, where you see number 2, you can know that fabric is a year-round, that it's part of the category 365 jackets, and it's Garmin type suit. Where you see box number 3, you can click on the Go menu and see some submenus. The main one to see the bill of material, that is the composition of that fabric, is submenu Fabric, shown here. Now let's explain that big grid that you see in the red square. The first line, where you see column class, that first line class R1 means the main fabric. That means what is the main fabric for that SP3016. For that example, it is the same, it is SP3016. But it happens sometimes that a specific fabric number will use another number. The reason is, the main fabric is the same, but the BOM might differ a bit, for example the lining, or buttons, or something could be different. That's why we have a line class R1 for main fabric. They are mostly always the same, but it happens they are not. If you look at more rows or lines in the grid, all the rest, if the BOM in the class you see body lining A and the value is LINSV22 for instance, that is the code for the lining on that specific style SP3016, and so on. The buttons, the fusing, the waistband, etc. That is the main page to see the BOM, aside of printing a report. Now for the final part, we also have a raw material inquiry, in case you need to know what is the quantity available for a fabric or when some more are coming in, etc. In the Momentus menu, go here, Inventory, RM Inventory Inquiry. In that screen, type a fabric number in the first box as shown here. For example, let's use 123212. Then click Enter. It will show you a grid in the middle of the screen like the on hand. Here at the time we record this video, we have 32.92 meters right now on hand. We know it's meters because it's written on the description above the grid as you see. Then in transit, meaning if the fabric is getting transported. On PO, meaning if ask a supplier to get from them more fabric. That's not in transit yet. P here will probably always be 0 since we don't create fabric. We only create finished goods like pant or a jacket or a suit. The little plus and minus signs you see on the left of each word can tell you the maths behind the available. If you look closely, the word available means on hand plus, in transit, plus on PO, plus or minus, WIP, minus allocated in selection. All that equals available now. It is sometimes tempting to use on hand because this is what you actually have physically, but most of the time it is better to use available now. Then you see more rows like contracts, outstanding orders, left to sell. We also have a line for reserved. The last grid on the bottom where it's written fabric alternate means which other fabric number used that main fabric. If you recall in the bill of material under class R1, we said sometimes the number is different. You can see it here as well. The fabric N1232212 uses as its main fabric the cloth we entered here, 123212. And there you have it. You know now what is a fabric, how to see its season, division, content, the bill of material, what is a main fabric, and how to see its quantity. We will see you in a next video, and as always, thanks for watching.